Today we are looking at the top influential movies of the year 1981. This isn't a greatest ever list, but a list of the movies from 1981 that made the biggest impact on society and on pop culture. An impact that is still around to this day, even after all these years. And with that, let's get into the countdown.
Number 1.
For nearly 3,000 years, man has...
Raiders of the Lost Ark comes in as the top 1981 movie with the biggest influence on pop culture. Based on votes and calculations, it blew all the other 1981 movies out of the water. They didn't even come close. Raiders of the Lost Ark made treasure hunting and crazy booby traps into Hollywood gold. Indiana Jones quickly became a household name. This is thanks largely to Harrison Ford, who was the perfect actor to play this role. Even his look became iconic. Not too many people are pulling off the hat, the jacket, and the whip. And unless you are Chip from the Rescue Rangers, trust me, you did not pull it off. However, I can totally see why people tried. He went on massive adventures looking for lost treasures, and we all wanted to be part of it. This is why, after all these years, people are still jumping on the Indiana Jones adventure ride at Disneyland. We're going to watch the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular at Disney World. And if Disney's involved, you know there will be plenty of merch out there you can buy. It is hard to explain how big of an impact this movie made, from the boulder scene to the different quotes.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
All of these are embedded into pop culture, and Hollywood is always there to keep pop culture alive.
In here. I don't want to die like this. It's derivative.
These are just a handful of examples out there and show the impact Indiana Jones made on Hollywood. 4 sequels came out after Raiders of the Lost Ark, with the last one coming out in 2023. That is 42 years after the original 1981 movie was released. That is a very, very long time. Although that may or may not have been the last sequel, it is going to take a very long while before Indiana Jones is not a massive pop icon. Raiders of the Lost Ark easily comes in as the number 1 most influential movie of the year 1981.
Number 2.
New York, 1997.
Escape from New York is one of those you know or don't know movies and has a big following. Snake Plissken, played by Kurt Russell, who more recently has been playing Mr. Nobody in the Fast and Furious movies, has 24 hours to rescue the president, and if he is successful, he is set free from federal prison. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the president crash landed on Manhattan Island, which has been converted into a maximum security prison. That sounds easy enough.
No time. Give me an answer.
Get a new president.
This movie is set 16 years into the future, so that makes it 1997. And I guess New York kinda looked like that in 97? Either way, Snake would later escape from LA in the sequel that came out in 1996. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, a super underrated cartoon from the Cartoon Network, has a reoccurring character named Hoss Delgado that was obviously based off Snake and is a massive fan favorite.
I've been bitten by ghosts, haunted by mome rats, and slapped by vampires. I think
Escape from New York has this cheesiness to it that is immediately liked by the viewers. and makes it stand out from other movies.
You gonna kill me now, Snake?
I'm too tired. Maybe later.
It is hard to explain how this works, but it does. It is, however, easy to see why it has such a following and why it made an impact into pop culture.
Escape of them all is about to blow the future apart.
Number 3.
So The Evil Dead comes in as the third most influential movie of 1981. And after the calculations came in, we found out a group of us, including me, had never actually seen this movie. Being the professionals that we are, we decided to watch it. We kinda knew about this movie, but really didn't know the details. We also felt pretty confident that we could easily handle a movie that came out in 1981. As those of you who have seen this movie can easily guess, we were extremely ill prepared for the amount of gore, blood, and dismemberment that came with this movie. And you all know what parts we're talking about. That just because we were not prepared for this movie, it does not take away the fact that it has a great storyline and plot. It is definitely up there with all the other great horror movies. There have been 4 sequels after The Evil Dead was released in 1981. However, the main thing we found out is that not only is there a major cult following for this franchise, but also for the main character Ash Williams, who developed a more comical side and is much less serious than in the first movie. In fact, Ash has become an iconic hero and is immediately recognized with his signature chainsaw hand, which he fixed onto his arm after he lost his hand. In fact, coincidentally enough, House Delgado from The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy has a hand that is obviously based off Ash Williams. So House Delgado is basically Snake from the Escape movies and Ash from the Evil Dead movies. With the growing following for Ash Williams, the actor Bruce Campbell soon found himself with his own cult following. In 1993, he starred in his own TV show called The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr., which was a huge fan favorite. He also, in another coincidence, starred in the 1996 Escape from LA movie with good old Snake. He has played several roles, but his fans really enjoyed his very random, multiple cameos in several superhero movies.
What's your name, kid?
The human spider.
The human spider, that's it? That's the best you got?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
This show, you just let me in, I'll stand in the...
Toi, le monsieur attire une réservation?
It's over!
Although director Sam Raimi may have helped a lot with those cameos. Based on the amount of cult following for both this franchise and Ash Williams, The Evil Dead movie is considered the third most influential movie of 1981. Well, there you go. Unfortunately, 1981 only produced 3 movies that got sufficient points to qualify as influential. We are, however, giving out honorable mentions. The Fox and the Hound did receive a good amount of votes, but not enough. Also, why couldn't you people have voted this one in? I have not seen this movie either, but I am guessing it has significantly less blood and gore than The Evil Dead. Come on, people. Stripes also got votes, but unfortunately not enough. And with that, let us know if we missed any other movie from 1981 or if we got the ranking wrong. We will totally remake this video if we get enough votes. Please take a quick second to like and subscribe and check out our other video for the most influential movies of 1982.